Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. Pass to Irving. And certainly on paper, this game is something of a mismatch for us.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
Here's Billups. The floater. Oh, the stuff! And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Gets the 3 ball to go. And Dallas with possession. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stance.
BA, this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Outside Reed. And it's off from three-point range. And so Davis will bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a three-point game. Beyond the arc. And Billups gets it to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Irving. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Oh, it's stolen by Eason. And now the Mavs on the run. And the layup is good off the glass.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
Here's Billups. Outside McDaniels. Outside Brown. And the ball out of play. The Mavericks will have it. Now here's Irving. Davis a screen. Irving with it. Picked up by Reed. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
All right, Doris, Kyrie Irving is a special talent. What's his greatest asset, you think, on the floor?
Oh, BA, this is a tough question. If you ask NBA players, they'll tell you the guy with the best handle historically is Kyrie Irving. But to me, his best attribute, fearlessness, the ability to deliver when it most matters.
Irving, that's good.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
And Billups gets it to go. Billups has got 7 points in the game. Dallas leading by 3. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. From outside the arc. Christie's shot is off. And here's Minnesota now. To the inside. And the jam by Brown.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. Fires the 3. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Davis. Reed with the rebound.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. That's tipped. Stolen by Davis. From 15 feet away. And he can't bank that one in.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Reed with it. Wide open.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. That'll be a 5-second call.
Minnesota ball.
9 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Billups. And he banks in the layup. Billups has got 11.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Dinwiddie from deep three-point land. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's Minnesota
16.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Left side, DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Clark outside. Clock at 6. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Williams. Off target with the 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Lets it fly. Inside, Gobert puts it in.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Pass to Williams. Shot from the low post is good. Williams has got his first points of the night.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Right side, Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. Connects from downtown. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Mavericks trail by 6. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
Boy, Spencer Dinwiddie, it's a rare opportunity in the mid-range, but he's got the kind of touch necessary to make it.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Back to Gafford. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
Well, how about that floor awareness by Spencer Dinwiddie, getting his guys the basketball in great spots.
Ooh, Edwards with style and authority.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. For 3, DiVincenzo. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
I just love the ball movement.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to review the game plan. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Davis. Outside for Irving. And a miss there on the triple. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Into the lane. Reed for three. And another three from Minnesota.
Well, this is the value of Naz Reid, a center who can shoot it with great consistency from range.
Irving for three. Again, the miss by Dallas. The Timberwolves lead by 13. It's stolen by Irving. And now the Mavs on the run. And Davis slams it home.
There's no doubt Kyrie Irving has proven to be more active as a defender now. He has a good feel for when to go after steals.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Out to DiVincenzo. Inside. Pass to Billups. Here's DiVincenzo. No good on the triple. The ball's knocked loose. Eason up top. 4 seconds left. The shot, no good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. More 2K action in just a moment. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his third foul so far. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here's Davis. And then Davis punches it home.
And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing.
Here's Billups. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Eason, good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And he drives in. And it's blocked by Davis.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
Here's Billups. 15 points in the game. Buries it from three.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Out to DiVincenzo. Pass to Billups. Just 5 to shoot. He takes it in. Off with the layup. Mavericks trail by 12. Here's Davis. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
You have to be careful when Jaden McDaniels is in your area as an offensive player. This guy is so elite defensively.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And Minnesota making a change here. Pass to Irving. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And here's McDaniels. He's guarded by Washington. McDaniels, that's good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Here's Edwards. Give him 8 points now. Down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Washington outside. Back to Irving. 1:35 left in the third. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Gafford. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit. But size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
There's 1:12 left in the third quarter. Down low. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Nathaniel Gafford is a vertical threat at the cup. Look out below.
For three, DiVincenzo. That shot missing. Mavericks trail by 12. From downtown. Nice shot by Christie. Christie's got his first 3 points of the game.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, BA, when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. DiVincenzo with it. He has 6. Let's go with a 3. Gobert inside. Pass to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. And no good.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're 47. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And Irving has got the ball here for the Mavericks. To the wing, right side. Pass to Davis. Outside Irving. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And it's McDaniels off the drive. Outside Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, it's a big-time jam. Slams it right over Irving.
Oh, my goodness. The athleticism of Anthony Edwards on full display.
Irving, that's good.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Now Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Reed with it. Checked by Davis. Now Edwards. To the left side wing. Here's Billups. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Billups has got 20.
Now that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Right side Irving. Here's Davis. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 10. Here's Billups. Going inside. The layup misses.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
They get it back. And Anthony Davis getting downhill in transition.
And I'll tell you what, I just love how Davis runs the floor. Just incredible. I mean, how do you stop him in these situations?
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Davis a screen. Irving. The putback. They shoot again. Davis misses.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Edwards looking for an opening. Edwards is doubled. Here's McDaniels. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Second personal foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Here's Billups. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work. Mavericks trail by 12. And now Ali LaForce has an update for us on Dante DiVincenzo. What do you have, Ali?
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. He did share some good news. It looks like the injury is not nearly as serious as they originally thought. Any injury is the last thing you want this early in the year. A bad break for them, Brian.
All right, Ali, thanks. Appreciate the update. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
Yeah, just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete. But yes, here's hoping he recovers soon.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Brown can't hit. Dallas now, time running out. Irving looking around. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Brown. Minnesota with the ball.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Timberwolves.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Outside Edwards. we see the Timberwolves taking the W here.